Well, believe it or not, it might be the best knuckleball I've ever seen him have. I mean, it was everywhere. And, I mean, you know, you look at some different things, but then you can just tell by the catcher. You know, I mean, it was a battle for Josh back there today. And, yeah, I mean, early on he was getting some strikeouts. We shot ourselves in the foot, too, out there, you know, with a couple plays. So that didn't help things. But, you know, it was tough to control that thing today.
John, Boston seemed to have kind of a pretty good approach against Dickey. They weren't trying to do too much, kind of smashing the ball over the field. Is that kind of the approach that gives him the most difficulty when guys are kind of using that all-field approach?
Well, I mean, pesky hitters, you know, they're able to foul off a lot of balls, but then you get some of the long swings or can do damage too. It kind of feeds into a knuckleball sometimes. You know, they got a good lineup over there. I mean, they very balanced. They come at you. They can all hit. You know, so it's never an easy night, regardless. But you know, when you play so many games within your division, I mean, you see guys over and over and over, and it's not like a shock to them. You know, like tomorrow we'll face Wright. We haven't seen him a whole hell of a lot. You know, he's a knuckleballer, but it's a tough lineup. You know, they got speed. They got good balance. I mean, it's tough to pitch to. I don't care what you're throwing.
Losing games is one thing. How you lose is another thing. Are you surprised by the way your team's playing right now?
Well, I mean, we've hurt ourselves in some situations, but we've also played some pretty solid ball at times too. You know, that in the games we win. But I mean, that's uncharacteristic of us, no doubt about that. You know, that ball in right field. You know, I don't think I've seen that happen. You know, to our own guys. You know, and that it kicked pretty high. It kind of caught me off guard a little bit too. So. And then, you know, the battle catching the knuckleball, really. That's the way that goes. So,
John, just following up on that, you've had some experience now watching RA pitch. Do you ever know what's going to happen that day when he goes to the mound? I mean, today he was almost too good.
Yeah, you really don't. I mean, you don't know hitter to hitter. You don't know inning to inning because it can kind of come and go on you. You know, the conditions outside can make a difference too. You know, if it's any kind of rain, moisture, whatever it is, wind. Yeah, so it's a totally different approach than, you know, in a conventional pitcher. So, but it's tough to hit, it's tough to catch, it's tough to keep in the zone sometimes.
Gibby, when the ball is put in play, sometimes guys forget that they're hurt. I mean, when Donaldson rounded first there. Did he show you that he's ready to play, or is it going to take till tomorrow morning to figure that out? Yeah,
I mean, we'll guard it. Yeah, naturally, you know, the guy sniffs an extra base hit, they turn it loose. But I mean, he responded well. It didn't. I mean, it's still tender, but we'll give him a look in the morning and see how that goes.
Anything further?
Is Biagini winning some favor with you in the way he's thrown the 2 outings so far?
Oh yeah. I like everything we've seen. You know, his first appearance last night against some pretty good hitters, and then today he got in a little bit of a jam and worked his way out of it. But you know, I mean, he's got a great arm. You never really know how somebody's going to react the first time in the big leagues, and I tip my hat to him. He's handling it like a big pro. You know. Yeah, but he showed us all something. I know that.
Gibby, would you be thinking of giving anyone a day off against a knuckleballer, any of your regulars?
No, because I don't think we can afford to. You know, I mean, it's a big game tomorrow. We need to win that game. You know, of course, then you got the day off the next day. You know, so no, we'll throw our best lineup out there we can tomorrow.